live! Fucking thing sucks!
Alright, so here's the next game I'm playing called the Sliver, sorry. Again, no idea what this is. Who gave it to me? I don't know. If you remember, and it was you watch this video, let me know. You know, I always wonder what I'm going to get. Is this going to be a horror game? Because it seemed the vast majority of them seem to be, that were gifted to me, scary games. I guess people want to see me be scared. I don't know. I hope it's not like, you know, like that pregnancy game I played a long time ago. That was,
come on. This is like going to make everyone hate me or like me.
Sad. Okay, I'm guessing I'm supposed to press something here. Oh. Game by David Szymanski. Okay, I should have read that first, I guess. Oh, oop. Okay. Okay, it's gotta be a scary game. Oh man, I suck at scary games. Yesterday, 4 people lived on this island. Now only 1 remains. Who's that? Oh, me. I guess I could turn the flashlight off. What happened to them? Is that the point of this game to find out? Alright. I can't run. I guess there's only so many basic commands. Left click to do stuff. Right click for flashlight. Space is jump. And I just... We're old, Isa, said Abel, and we're getting older. We've been getting older since we were born, said Isa. She was always smiling. Am I talking to myself? They reached the ruins and strolled leisurely toward the shoreline. Isa could remember when the old building still stood there, filled with families. I'm sorry, he said, and he cried. Often cried during these talks. For what, she said, for a lot of things. So, is this a past conversation? Okay. I know I say that a lot, okay, but I'm always speechless. Is that water? Yes, it's water. Isaac kept a smile on her face, although she did not feel like smiling. She sat down beside the flashlight. What about Ellie? Has Ellie mentioned anything to you? She said. She didn't take it either, he said. Nor did I, nor did Abel, she said, and yet it's gone. What are we talking about? Can I take that flashlight? The rusted junk cast shadows on the wall. How do you know Abel didn't take it? He said. Because I trust him, she said, and he's a dismal man, but he would never hurt any of us. Do you trust Ellie? Daniel didn't answer immediately. I trust all of you, he said, because that's how we have to live. Sure. I trust you know what you're talking about. Daniel, the last one I gave... I can't... My thing is in the way, said Isa. Daniel stared at the mysterious control panels. He didn't meet her eyes. He never met anyone's eyes. I didn't take it, he said. Why would I take it? I'm the one that told you it was missing. Okay. Who is talking? What is going on? Ow. Guess it wasn't good. Oh, whatever. I guess this will make sense in time.
Ha!
Yeah, maybe I'm talking to myself because I've lost it. I'm saying that she knows more than she's telling us, said Ellie. The problem is that she's a liar, Ellie said angrily, I think, because again, my screen recorder thing is in the way, fiddling with the knobs on the machine as she paced around, and that I have to keep explaining this to you over and over again. You don't know her like I know her. Exactly, you're not an impartial judge, she said. I don't know what you're talking about. She keeps the chapel locked, and she's something only one with a key, said Ellie, leaning on the barrels and folding her arms. So you're saying she took it, he said? Oh. Okay, the text keeps... The wood was older than anyone could remember, and it had rotted and fused with the floor. The wood looks fine to me. Okay. I guess you're remembering past conversations. I guess the post-apocalyptic world or something. Mysterious liquid is drained from the tank and into the water long ago. Is it salt water or fresh water? Or neither. The skeletons were all that remained. Isaac can remember the glorious living trees barely. I think it said trees. This place was a forest once. Not no more. Okay, well. Mystery will eventually unravel itself, I imagine. Or I'll end up being one of those games where, like, has a deep message that's just above my head, and I'm like, I got nothing from it. Come back when the night falls? Sure. Not sure if that's a good idea, but I guess I'll find out what happens when night falls. We got monstrous tracks leading from something were brand new, but the wind quickly erased them. I can't press them anymore. Oh, I can. Maybe I have to deliberately find the pieces first of the order it's supposed to be in, and then it'll work. People can't cheat or something. These conversations were not new. Something Isa had learned to love Abel. Despite and for his despondency, she hugged him as the wind tossed her long gray hair around. I read all this already. Oh, he's another. Is that where I started? I don't remember now. Imagine being left alive by yourself in a situation like this. Like, what the frick would you do? Especially, like, scary and depressing. Ow. Well, what am I supposed to do with those electrical boxes? Is there a point? I hope this is not going to be another freaking, what's the game I'm playing in the live stream last? Put on the spot, I'm going blank. Galerians. Being lost for 25 years, wasting my time. That's where I started. So, I'm not going back in there. I don't know if I can go into water. Can I go into water? Yeah, I can. Looks like I'll need to. There's tons more buildings to check out, I guess. Nope, I can't go in those buildings. I can only go so far in the water. Smoke coming out of that one. Out of all of them. Why is there fireplaces going? I thought everyone was dead. I let them all? She took the knife from the shelf. It was dull and rusty, but it was still pointed. She was not smiling. Oh. I remember when the moon still shined, when each night was bathed in warm silver, and the shadows were mysterious and friendly. And the island was a place of joy. That was many years ago. Since it disappeared, this place has become cold and stark, plagued by an inexplicable sense of loss and despondency. Daniel and Ellis are young. They do not feel it. They don't remember what the world used to be like, but Abel and I do. And we are both filled with longing for intangible joys that it can no longer provide, for friends that do not exist, for feelings that cannot be reasonably felt. When I was younger, I smiled because I felt like smiling. Now that smile is a disguise. Okay, sure. Alright, well, nothing else in here, I guess. Weird. Why did I light all these candles? Oh, I guess maybe I'm going crazy. Alright. There's an evil man on this island, and I know him well. We played together as youths. We have cried together, we have eaten together, we have loved the same woman, betrayed the same woman. He is my constant companion and my worst enemy. Weird. He puppets my arms, legs, and mouth to his own selfish ends, and secretly hurts everyone I love as I watch. Your own conscience you're talking about? What? Helpless with their unshed, unfelt blood of my hands, he gifts my flesh with indescribable pleasures, and blights my soul with unutterable despair. His name is sin, and we are irrevocably bound together. Surely there exists no hell worse than this. Oh, it's called life. They could make more candles, they couldn't make more wood, so Abel burned candles. Abel read to escape. Daniel read to something as lofty. Strange thoughts. Isa read to pass the time, but Ellie, as far as Abel knew, she hadn't opened a book in years. What did she do all day? He didn't know. Sometimes he worried about her. He worried about all of them. Were they as melancholy as he was? Maybe. I don't know what that does. What were you and Abel doing at his something yesterday while I was climbing the mountain? He answered casually, flipping through the book on her table. It was covered in dust. Ellie was lying on the bed. Daniel came in. She scowled at him suspiciously and beautifully. What were you and Isa doing in the old power building? What were you talking about? I don't know. Is that a flashlight hanging upside down? I guess so. Abel often visited Daniel. He loved to talk, and Daniel loved to listen. Isa and I were out for a walk, said Abel as he entered. I thought I'd stop by before he got caught up in a book. Daniel put his book down. Hello, he said. His expression confused Abel. Uh-oh. It's getting dark. Alright, let's go back to that cave, right? I'm gonna go back to that cave because I remember said come back when it's dark. Maybe because there's a monster that comes out and... It is night! Okay. It's playing scary music. I'm probably gonna jump 10 feet away. I'm not touching that. What am I supposed to do now? This. If I rested shut, it would be not open. Okay, that's the last switch. A guest. Ellie wasn't easy. The darkness had never felt this menacing before. It seemed alive, watchful. I'm Ellie? More switches. The code was long forgotten. Nobody had been below in years. Well, it's only 4 keys. I could try the same combination as before. I thought I tried them all, but obviously I missed one. I wonder if I'm not supposed to come down here yet. A family of rats lived amid the crates of dried food. They were perhaps the last animals left alive. My flashlight's dying. Not good. Ellie? Daniel's voice echoed around the tunnel's silence. I'm not Ellie? I'm Daniel? She couldn't explain the feeling. It was as though something was lurking around every corner, staying out of sight, staying ahead of her. Great. Oh, we know this is going. Daniel heard soft, scratching footsteps behind him. He turned and he shined his flashlight around the tunnel. Nothing. Could be paranoia. I mean, you are all alone. I'm only coming down here because I have nowhere else to go. She never felt like this before. She knew these tunnels well. She had been down here hundreds of times, yet she was lost. Lost, confused, and afraid. Hey, well, I'm with you in half of that. Great. Dead end. Why these tunnels exist, I don't know. I didn't go this way, right? Someone's gonna jump out and freak the hell out of me, I know it. He called again. Ellie, still no answer, but he heard the footsteps again. I don't hear any footsteps. I hear music. He didn't even have time to cry out at the shadow silhouette in his flashlight. Beam lunging toward him. Oh, can I take that flashlight? It's still working. We're gonna keep this one. They come this way? What the hell? Is this wood? Oh god. I don't think I'm supposed to be down here. Oh, that's what that's for, my flashlight. Oh, that just hurt me. Now it's nighttime. Yeah, I guess it was supposed to go down there, because it is night. Look. What's with this game? Come back when night falls. Do you see a sun? I guess I had to figure out that other puzzle, the other switch that was down there or something, because it's the only thing I haven't done. So, what is the puzzle here? Can I do this already? Oh, I guess I missed that one combination. They had to know the truth, and Hector would not tell it. So down here, where nobody would find him, he wrote on scraps of paper. Maybe someday someone would discover them. I don't see any scraps of paper. I see an empty room full of nothing. It looks all burnt. That's it? Oh, I can go up here. Okay, well, I didn't know that. I thought it was like a dead end. Daniel carefully made his way along the ridge. He knew that what Ellie and Abel were doing, he knew for a long time, and had to decide to ignore it. Something that was becoming increasingly difficult to do. He reminded himself that they all four had to trust each other and rely on each other, as he had done so many times before, but it was a hollow reminder, and he didn't really believe it anymore. He sat cross-legged on the very peak of the mountain, staring off to the horizon. What was out there he did not know, and did not think it knowable. I seriously have to go through a walkthrough to find out what to do next? Okay, so watching somebody else's walkthrough, I determined that in one of these houses there's a little tiny key you wouldn't see on a bookshelf. Like, don't do that. Make it stand out, make it obvious. Like, so far I haven't been able to pick up anything in this game, so I just assumed I can't pick up anything in this game, so why would I look for anything? But suddenly, the only thing you can't pick up is a key, I guess. Here it is. Oh, the key's not for this? Nope, the key wasn't for this door. It was for a little box in the same house. Isa didn't know what the object was, but she remembered her father tinkering with it in his workshop when she was a girl. The workshop and the adjoining home were now far underwater. She was not a young woman, but even now, seeing it brought her comfort. Abel came in. "How do I get into storage?" he asked. She shut and locked the box. "I've told you before," she said. "I forgot," he said. "I don't go there often." "Press the first 3 until they click. Leave the 4th one alone." So now I go in there officially? Alright, well, that served no purpose. Unlocking the chapel. You entered the chapel of the infinite light, you have to find a key. I'm guessing that's the building that's locked. The key is probably in one of the houses. Probably, or is? Is there a specific person that might have the key? There is no people alive. The key is in Isa's house, and that one is on the table next to the fireplace. Again, another hidden key? You know, if you want to make it a cool storytelling experience, don't make it a friggin' chore maze game. That takes away from everything. Like, I was invested a little bit at least, but now I'm just annoyed and frustrated. I'm not spooked out or scared anymore. Like, I'm annoyed that I have to go through this walkthrough experience just to make progress in this game. So, one of these tables has a key. Well, there it is, only because the game, someone's walkthrough told me to look for it. Okay, jeez. Daniel was still thinking about his talk with Abel the day before as absent-mindedly picked the book up. Something caught his eye, or rather the lack of something. There's lots of light in here for... that doesn't make any sense. He stared at the empty days for some time, struggling to comprehend this simple, shocking fact. Had someone moved it? Isa, perhaps? Isa? I'm not sure the name. I think it's Isa. I don't know. She was the only one with a key to the Chapel of Infinite Light, but Ellie or Abel could have borrowed it from her, as he had done. Or taken it. I'm not sure why I'm reading so weird. Regardless, he had to tell the others. The word of Hector the Fourth. Again, the moon came to Hector in a dream. "The woodland teeth is vanquished," it said. "Your people are safe for now, but still waits lurking in the depths. It fears this moon Sliver, and it will not dare appear again while the holy document remains in your possession. But know this, should the moon Sliver ever be destroyed, even my divine light will not be able to save you from the wrath of the woodland teeth and the darkness of hell. Keep it safe, keep it ready, and may you live in prosperity on this island that I have given you. Let your prosperity be a sign of the words that keep true." Well, okay. Anything else? Any other weird... So it's going to be night... Oh, wait. Word of Hector III. Most of the text is illegible. Illegible. Hector descended. Darkness, terrible whispering, infinite and deep. Did not know the long he wandered. Promises of brutal torture and mutilation waiting. Begone teeth of the forest. Spoke the holy incantations written upon. Returned to the surface. Alright. Anything else? Oh. Word of Hector the First. The moon sliver was written by the pure spring of rain upon pages of dried leaves. And moon noble Hector. You want to read this? Pause it, because I'm not reading it. Don't care anymore. It's all mumbo jumbo. Again, if you want to read this, pause it right now, because I'm walking away. Because I don't remember what the story is anyway. Like, I don't even know if I'm Daniel or who I am. I'm confused. Okay, now it's officially night, right? It's just nighttime. I can go in that cave if I can fricking find it now. That's the hatch I was just in. Over here somewhere. Okay, finally. Isa couldn't remember the last time she had been under the mountain. There was no reason to come here, but she looked everywhere else. She clutched the old knife in her right hand. Yesterday the moon sliver went missing. The beast, you mean? Isn't that the name of the monster? Oh no, the moon sliver is what the monster's afraid of. Today Ellie, Daniel, and Abel were nowhere to be found. She knew the word of Hector by heart. The sinister implications were not lost on her. She called, Daniel, Abel? Abel heard and answered, I'm here. Oh, there was something strange about his voice, something Isa didn't like. What are you doing here? I'm reading of ages past, he said. Do you know where Ellie and Daniel are, she said. I do not, he said. They are missing, she said. They are missing, and the moon sliver is missing. Do you understand me? Do you understand what this implies? I do, he said. Night will fall in a few hours, and you need to stick together. We can sleep in the same house, mine or yours. We'll keep the fire burning. We'll keep the door locked. And we'll pray, Abel. And we'll pray for the unseen moon for mercy and protection. Are you happy here, Isa? We can't stay in the dark. It thrives in the dark. Are you happy? Yes, I'm happy. Please, Abel. Then there were tears in his eyes, and he's something to control his voice. Isa, I know you. I know every inch of you. I know every corner of your mind. You aren't happy. None of us are happy. Isa didn't respond. I'm staying here. The tears were flowing freely now, I think it said. I would like it if you stayed with me, Isa. Please stay with me. I will find you, Abel. I let it out, Isa. I destroyed the moon sliver. Isa was shocked and silent. I burned it yesterday after I talked to Daniel. Her eyes were filling with betrayed, angry tears. What? Abel, no. Why? Do you want to be dragged to hell? Do you want us to be dragged there with you? We're already in hell. This island is something horrible. Barren, lonely island. This place of sin. This is hell. I saw the blasphemous scraps of paper Jeremiah found those many years ago. I read them before they were destroyed. Perhaps I was the only one who did, and I did not believe them, but I have lived life since then, and I have seen the truth of their words. Isa could not respond. As tears streamed down her face, she just kept walking toward the sound of his voice, the knife clutched in her hand. You did not read the blasphemous scrolls, Isa, but I did, and I remember them with incredible clarity, supernatural clarity even. Fear not the dark shadows or the scratches in the night, for the woodland teeth is your salvation. It is your escape. It said this and more, Isa. The woodland teeth is not here to take us to hell. It is here to take us away from hell. She could see him ahead, her flashing beam cutting through the sickly fog. He was sitting in a chair, a book on his lap. She approached. She could see that he was crying too. I believe the word of Hector, she said, and I will not go to hell. Please trust me, please. I believe the word of Hector, she said again. She put the knife to her chest, point first. No, no, I said, please don't. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I love you, she said, spat tearfully. I love you so much. She closed her eyes and pushed. She remembered where the heart was located. from one of her father's old books. Abel was too slow to catch her falling body. She knelt beside her and sobbed for some time. He was not a strong young man anymore, but Isa's body was light. He would take her out to the water. She had always loved the water. But then what? Read until it found him? No, he didn't feel like reading anymore. He was ready to be rid of this entire cursed island, books and all. He would simply wander aimlessly and freely, to take one last look at the island and feel the wind blowing the memories away. And then when night fell, he would return. And wait. Oh! There was something there. It killed me very happily. Am I dead? Am I going to heaven? Is that the light? The end of the tunnel, so to speak? Well, if he killed me, that was easy. I mean, I just saw his figure and then... Okay, I get it. Is it getting brighter or am I just imagining it is? Oh, I can control it! Oh. I thought I had to wait. Morning dawned on the empty island, cold and bright and windy. The moon Sliver. Oh, okay. I'm still walking. I guess I'm dead. Deviant Tartar? That's a weird. Look at that username. What is that? Weird. I guess I died. Okay. I can still keep going. Like, I just have to quit the game myself. The flashlight still works. Alright, well, that was the moon Sliver. If it wasn't for all the pointless wandering around for stupid keys, I would have had a better experience. And the ending was creepy. I mean, I didn't turn around in time, but maybe I did. At least it wasn't a jump scare game. I don't like those so much. But well, take what you want from it. It was interesting.
Can I have a piece of toast?
Dang, 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 ding, dong, ding, blue.